Post-op prevent application presented by the Health Solutions team, CS6440, Fall 2019, Georgia Tech. Team members are Marquise A. Chamberlain, George Chanturia, Yufeng Wang, and myself, and mentor is Gerald B. Forsgren. Project goals and requirements. Postoperative complications can increase patient morbidity and mortality. Our goal is to facilitate improved patient-centered outcomes through a deliberate process of enumerating all of the patient's procedures performed on an encounter and aggregating and availing to them a corpus of information that is available in the public domain. This information will help them improve postoperative healing and recovery and reduce any likelihood of readmission. Our design utilizes a web application that can be integrated into a patient portal, which patients can use to receive said post-operative instructions from a central and persistent repository. Team roles and contributions. Team members are Marquise A. Chamberlain, who was instrumental in the fire integration, DevOps, and drone Docker integration. George provided the Angular application in integration of all of the different parts that the team members had contributed. He was also involved in the UI construction and general overall Angular assistance. Yufeng Wang was involved in user management procedures, the SNOMED CT to search terms mapping, and video integration. Myself, I was involved in building the Google Search API module and general overall project management. Research based on industry problem. BusinessWire reports that the number of outpatient surgical procedures in the U.S. is expected to grow from about 129 million procedures in 2018 to about 144 million procedures by 2023. Many of these patients will experience complications at rates as high as up to 30% in some groups. Patient outcomes are not only a subject of interest to patients but also to providers. Payers may opt to withhold payments for poor outcomes. Patients may not always be discharged with comprehensive inventory of procedures, instructions that minimize readmission, aid in recovery, and prevent accidental death. Patients should be presented with a list of procedures performed and post-operative care information that can be accessed at any time from anywhere.
Hello, my name is George Chanturia, and I'm a team member of the team Health Solutions for Georgia Tech class CS6440. And I will be going through the architecture of our team project, and also we will be demoing the application using one of the sample patients. So briefly, the architecture is based on Angular framework using Angular CLI to create the initial project. We are also using Bootstrap and Angular material components, and we are actually using Node.js for running the application locally. But afterwards, the application is deployed to GitHub, and it's also using the Docker file and Docker container, and actually automatically deployed to Georgia Tech HDAP website. So as far as the APIs, this application is communicating with Google APIs to do the searches for the patient procedures, and as you can see, the procedures are mapped through this JSON file here with there's SNOMED codes, and then for each procedure we have optimized search terms that will be searched by Google API, and results returned to the application. So application itself, let me do the demo. I'm going to log in as one of our sample patients, and I'm going to use the invalid credentials first so we can get a message. So let me go ahead and correct this. and we're taken to the home page of the application where a brief description of what application does is displayed, and we're instructed to go to the procedures area, either by clicking on the button or going to the menu item to actually display the patient's procedures. So that's what I'm going to do. And we can see for this example for patient, we actually have two procedures currently. Um, and this is actually, we get the description of a procedure, procedure date when it was performed, follow-up information, and also post-operation care instructions. So if we click on this card, we get Google search that is being initiated, and the results are displayed on the right hand side of the screen. And now if I search the second procedure, again the Google search is initiated and results are displayed. And also the application can actually use this logout to the logout and log in with another patient information is displayed right here. So thank you.
So for the demo part, we are going to show the user management and its corresponding authentication, the inventory of their procedures. And by clicking on those procedures, the Google engine will be triggered to show you a comprehensive list of suggested actions and precautions around that concept. The system consists of multiple parts: the user authentication and management, the SNOMED CT search term mapping, and the Google search engine implementation. So the user management part is actualized through a simple JSON database, which will be kept on the server. It consists of basic user information, including username, password, his or her chair name, as well as the client ID, which is to be mapped with the corresponding procedures that this user has. In this part, I'm going to show a test case related with one example user. After entering the username, the password, it will bring us to the main page of the application, which will allow patients to search for their procedures and also the lookup information on post-operation specific complications. We will click on the search procedures button. This shows for this patient, we will be having two different procedures. One is the sinus lift, and another one will be the implantation into jaw. The number of the boxes are dynamic according to the total number of the procedures that this specific user has. The procedure data and the follow-up information is also provided in the body of each of the boxes. If we click on any one of the procedure, the mapping will be performed and the Google search engine will be triggered to search for the SNOMED CT results generated by the mapping. The entire list of the search results will be shown on the right hand side of the screen. And if we click on any one of the links provided, an external page pops up on the new tab, and we can find useful information that help users to improve post-operative healing and the recovery, and reduce any likelihood of misunderstanding. So if we click on any one of them, it will show this kind of result.
The discussion of the future plans and opportunities. The application provides a kernel that can be further built into a viable application for any healthcare provider. This will provide a uniform and automated format for advising a patient after treatment. Thank you from our team. Have a good one.